Hey, what's good? I'm Moor Sound, real name Isaac Bimpong. I'm a DJ, producer, and engineer at RGG Studios, Kuulpeeps.
Which project made a huge impact in your career?
Producing on Whiskey 2 is what got everybody to notice Moor Sound. Like, producing on Whiskey 2 is what got other artists to notice Moor Sound. Like, after Whiskey 2, every time I go on Twitter and I search my name, like, I see somebody saying something about Moor Sound this, Moor Sound that. But like, after Here for a Good Time, my DMs have been going crazy. Yeah, so like, Whiskey 2 and Here for a Good Time.
So all the artists you've worked with this year,
Yeah.
who would you say you had the most chemistry with?
I can mention one because I have three people that is always a vibe. Magnum, Copter, and Kid Black.
What song have you produced that you didn't expect people to like it, but then people did, and you were surprised?
Every time I produce, it's a banger. That's what I go for. So like, there's hardly ever a time that I make a record and I feel like this is not gonna hit. But one that really surprised me was probably Money Rules the World on me and Magnum's project. You know, that song is the most popular song on that project, and it's the last song. And I felt like the other songs with Twitch and Kwamina MP that I thought would be more popular than that song, but they are not. So yeah, that was surprising.
What's your creative process like?
Honestly, I don't have a process. It all depends on my mood. If I'm angry, you're gonna hear in the beat. If I'm happy, you're gonna hear in the beat. If I'm moody, you're gonna hear it in the beat.
How would you describe your sound?
I think my sound has progressed over time. In 2018, when I was doing like Whiskey 2 and High Demand and In Case You Missed It, I was doing music with the intent of like making sure that everybody knows what time it is, you know. And I just felt like that time I was tapping into a more like a darker side of myself. Like Here for a Good Time, Not a Long Time was the last dark project I've made, and I've dropped 4 projects this year. I feel like I know what I'm doing more, and it just translates in my music.
What elements would you say, like, what elements have you find in all your production?
They are hard hitting. There was no Moor Sound record that you are not going to, you should be able to bump your head to all my songs.
Which song did you enjoy doing the most?
2019, I've had a lot of dope sessions. I don't have one, Telly. I've made a lot of, this year I have produced over 50 songs and like 30 something came out.
Why so many projects out in 2019?
I know my metrics, like all the numbers that I was seeing on my Spotify. I got up to like 15,000 monthly listeners, you know, after I dropped Here for a Good Time. So I was like, with all this buzz, I don't have to waste it. So I just put in the work, you know, so that I could reap what I sowed. I'm Moor Sound, and this is my Emergers 2020 Colors Edition. Visit Kuulpeeps.com for all the info. Wicked.